different walks of life, all with different backgrounds, coming from different industries and careers. Most of us have spent the majority of our lives in network marketing, but some of us have experience like in stock markets, surfing, internet marketing. So we want to give you a little bit more in-depth overview of who we are. So my name is Fujikawa. I'm from Eugene, Oregon. This is my wife, Jamie. This was actually our wedding invitation. We kind of did a Mr. and Mrs. Smith knockoff. But I've been in the industry for the past 12 years. And let's see, this is okay. I've had some great success. I actually got involved in network marketing straight out of high school. And I'll never forget the day that I attended my first meeting. And it's about a room this size. It was completely packed, about standing room only. There's loud music, there's balloons everywhere, there's strobe lights, and I just didn't understand why people were so excited about selling vacuums. But through the presentation, I immediately understood the importance of residual income. And I'd never been introduced to that model before, and it just instantly clicked with me. I understood it, I understood the potential. I was in sales before that, so it was amazing that I could be in sales where I could sell one time and continue to be paid on that over and over and over again. So throughout the years, like I said last night, it's been one of the most challenging but yet rewarding experiences in my life. We've been fortunate enough to have some great success. I was featured in Success from Home magazine in a previous company. We built one of the largest organizations. But one of the things that I started to realize in this industry is that the people you align with, especially on the corporate level, is so critical to your future and whether or not it's going to be a long-term deal. And I guess I had to learn through trial and error, the experience of being a part of things that maybe weren't so solid at the corporate level, or maybe all the elements were in place like we have here. So I'll never forget, on August 16, 2007, it was about 4 months before we were supposed to have our firstborn. I was involved in the company that dealt with the Forex market, so it was a software platform that traded foreign currencies. And I woke up that morning and the Today Show was on, and I remember it clear as day. Katie Couric came on and she was talking about how the financial markets had collapsed overnight. And that was the whole basis of our business. Everyone was involved in the markets. It was how we introduced the business. And so immediately I ran down to my office, I loaded up my computer, and within a matter of about 10 minutes, I saw about 40,000 in investments turn into about $200.
Wow.
And we saw about $2 million collectively as a team group disappear. So it was a very hard experience, and it was the type of experience where it's, for me, the teams that we've built in the past have been more like a family feel. So it wasn't so much the money that we lost, it was the dreams that we crushed, the relationships that were torn, and it was a really tough experience. But like I said last night, my darkest hours have always led me to my greatest opportunities, my biggest life lessons, and I appreciate everything I've been through because it's led me up to this point today. So we've been fortunate enough to build some great relationships in this industry, make great friends, travel across the world. My wife and I have been doing this for the past 8 years together. We got married back in 2003. We had a beautiful son, Camry. And these are some of our trip pictures from like Cancun and our flying events. And this is one of my favorite parts of being involved in this business, where we work hard and then we come together, spend some time together, build those relationships, and build those relationships that last a lifetime. So, I'm really excited to talk to you guys today about what we've set up in terms of marketing, because, I believe that you can have the greatest product in the world, you can have the greatest opportunity in the world, but if you don't have the marketing system, if you don't have the training system in place, it's really hard to succeed. And, one of the things that I saw in this business is that, generally speaking, the roadblock that most people hit is when they've talked to the people they know, and they don't know how to generate new prospects to speak with. They don't know how to fill their pipeline to have fresh interested prospects who continue to build their business on a daily basis. That was one of the greatest obstacles that I saw in this industry. So about 5 years ago, when the internet started to emerge, I really sunk a lot of time, I sunk a lot of money to really self-teach myself, you know, the principles, the strategies, the marketing systems that some of the most successful people were implementing, having success with. And so, you know, I hung around those guys, I learned what worked and what didn't, and I gotta tell you this, there's a big, I think, confusion in the industry. There's this big lure of internet marketing, you know, like automatic recruiting, having your business being built overnight just by having a simple website or a simple system. And I'm here to tell you guys that that simply doesn't work, because the aspect, the relationship building part of this business can never be replaced with any sort of automated system. I've seen people take that route where they sponsor, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people their first month, but they don't support them, they don't call them, they don't build a relationship, and 2 months later, their team is gone. So it was really important for us at this point of where we're at as a team and as a company, that we had those systems, that we built those systems to support the growth that I know that we're going to experience. With InSpring just being launched, with the marketing system being rolled out, and with the vision of where we're taking this company and what Ron has, you know, to do with all the hemp products and the new stuff that we're going to be introducing over the next, you know, 6 months or the next year, I know that we're going to hit that critical mass. So it's so important to have these systems in place right now. So I was just sharing with you some family pictures. My big motivation is my family. I love having the time freedom to be able to have the time to spend, you know, with my son, not have to ship him off to daycare every day, you know, to be able to take him to the movies in the middle of the day, take him to the park, take him to swimming. It's really a big why. And a couple months ago, we found out so I'm telling you guys that over the next 8 months, we're so focused, we're so dedicated. We want to get and accomplish probably about 2 years worth of work in the next 30 days or to 90 days before convention, because I think it's that important that those of us that take these next 90 days leading up to convention and really just stay focused, you know, take our daily activities and stay committed. Those were the people that really, you know, have the biggest teams at convention and really set themselves up for the course of the next few years. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce you guys. I know a lot of you are new to the team. So I want to share with you some of the tools we have in place, some of the tools that we're working on, and then we'll introduce you to the new marketing system coming out. So the number one thing I wanted to start with is the training system. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen the training system, www.rainmakercrew.com is an email that you're always going to want to have on hand. And this is the way that you want to start every single new member that gets involved in your business. And the reason why is because as we start to grow, there'll be no physical way possible to be able to support everyone and really give them the communication, the help that they need, the resources, without having a systematic approach to how we train people and how we get them started in this business. So the very first thing that I do when I sign up a new member is I send them the Rainmaker crew. I have them fill out their information, and this is our team newsletter. So the emails that get sent out, the communication to the team, our calls, our trainings, our webinars, this is our main hub of how we teach and train our people to get started. Now, what you're going to see with this training site over the course of the next 2 weeks is probably the introduction of about at least 25 new training videos. They're all going to be like screen capture type videos that show people exactly how to do certain steps. There's going to be a lot of frequently asked questions that we include in this site, because we want to make sure that if a question gets asked that you can't answer, that you can always refer them back to our training site, and that we really cover, you know, most of the questions, most of the getting started related issues that come up when a new member first enrolls. So rainmakercrew.com, it's really important that you guys plug them into the system, that they stay connected, they feel that support, they get in our training calls, and they stay updated with all the important information that we send out, you know, each and every week. The next thing I want to share with you is a couple tools that we've created. Now, we've got some plans in store for some special things at convention. So we're going to make some t-shirts that are exclusive to the team. We're going to brand our team name, which is Rainmaker Crew. So everyone that attends convention will have a shirt waiting for you guys. We'll also have team shirts for those of you that have worked events, those of you that go to trade shows, farmers markets, You know, the thing about what we have here is hemp and Versativa. It's such a great conversation starter. And, you know, I know we've had some success with some people that have already, you know, made their own little T-shirts and just worn them out to, you know, their trade show or a house show or a fair. And they're getting people that are coming up to them asking what it's all about. And like I said, great conversation starter. So T-shirts we're working on. We've also got tools coming out related to our Hemp Happy Hour events, which is basically like in-home events, but we've branded them, you know, Hemp Happy Hour. We've got banners, we've got a site, we've got some calls, and we're going to make a video about, you know, the process behind it, how to get it set up, and we also have a document on our team training site, kind of like a blueprint to hosting your very first Hemp Happy Hour event. We also have business cards that we're going to be releasing. We're going to have several variations of the business card. I know most people want the Versativa one. We also have a lot of people focus on the Raw Promise. Raw Promise, you guys, is just a phenomenal pack because everybody sees results. It's not a fad. It's not some, you know, starve yourself for a couple days, lose a couple pounds, and then put it back on. It's more like it's a lifestyle. It's really not a diet. It's more of a lifestyle. And so the Raw Promise, we'll have some business cards designed around that. We've got a lot of great before and after pictures of people that are on the Raw Promise and that have seen some dramatic results. I know the average person that's on the 14-day Raw Promise pack has seen about, you know, 10-pound weight loss. The 28-day Raw Promise pack, about a 20-pound weight loss. So it's working for everyone. 35. Wow. Well, there you go. So we'll have some business cards that cover Versativa and Raw Promise as well. We also are going to introduce a team DVD. I shared this last flying event, and the reason why we wanted to wait to release this is because we wanted to make sure to include all the new videos related to Inspring. Because if you guys haven't seen like the philosophy video, the video Ron did on the product about hemp and marine phytoplankton, those are really powerful videos to share with prospects. And so what we want to do with this DVD is, you know, we want to have some video trailers. We want to have our presentation, and this is going to be really great to share in your local markets, or if you guys are doing in-homes or hemp happy hours. We'll have testimonials. We'll have a little team message at the end. But this is another thing that's going to be released soon, and this is going to be everything that we do, guys. Just understand that we're doing it to be able to use these as marketing tools. So when you're sharing your prospects, you know, what we have in terms of support, they see that. They see our team training site, they see all these exclusive tools, and they also get introduced to our team marketing co-op. Now, this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. One of the main things that I saw in this industry is that, you know, a lot of people that get off to a fast start usually, you know, come to that brick wall at a certain point within the first couple months of being involved in the business. And it's not because lack of effort or excitement or passion. It's usually because they just get stuck. Once they tap into the resources or the people they know, they just get stuck on how to continue to generate new prospects to speak with on a daily basis. And so what we have here in our team is something very unique, something very exclusive. I always share this with prospects, but it's our team marketing co-op. And so for basically one share, it's $100. You get 20 leads that are fully qualified. These are all people that have been through our tour. They've watched the video. They know what Versativa is all about. These aren't sold to multiple distributors. They just go to one single person. So it's up to you to follow up with them in a timely manner. Right now, we're targeting two main groups. We're targeting people that are experienced in network marketing, maybe direct sales, maybe affiliate marketing, and we're also targeting people that may be passionate about hemp, looking for hemp products. I know when we first started doing the market research on the potential of you know, hemp-based company, I was quite frankly blown away to find that there was millions of searches online on a monthly basis and hardly any competition. You know, so that for a marketer is kind of a dream come true. You've got this huge market, high demand, high traffic, very little competition, and that's why we've done so well. Now, there is a lot of other lead programs out there, but understand the difference is most lead companies sell to leads to about 5 or 6 people. It's not specific. It's people that have filled out some pop-up form, usually to win a free giveaway or free iPad or some generic work from home, you know, home-based business type deal. But with this, it's all Versativa. So when you call them, usually they're expecting your call. Most of the time, they're pretty passionate about what they've seen. They might give you a little education on hemp. But I'm telling you that the conversion ratios we've seen, the quality of prospects that we're talking to is unlike anything else I've ever seen in my career. And the difference is, in most companies, there's a lot of science, there's a lot of explanation that goes behind the products. With us, you can simply say the word hemp, and you'll probably get 1 or 2 reactions. You'll probably get someone that lights up because they're passionate, they know all about it, or you'll get someone that's naturally intrigued because there's still that controversial stigma out there about what exactly hemp is. And so it's a very, like I said, it's a very hot conversation starter, and that's why we've been so successful with our leads program. Okay, so everything that we've done to this point has kind of prepared us for what we're about to introduce. And this is just the very beginning stages of probably one of the most comprehensive marketing systems that I've ever been a part of. This is something that just came up last week. We spent the last couple months putting this together. When we knew Inspirin was coming, we kind of delayed it because we wanted to make sure that we built Inspirin into the funnels, and we wanted to make sure that we gave you the very best tools to be able to work with and build your business that covered every single aspect of how you might want to build. I know all of us are extremely focused on Versativa, but ever so often, we get people that maybe have prospects that are interested in the oils, that are interested in the skincare. We're working with international people that don't have Versativa yet. We're working with Hispanic people that speak different languages. So we wanted to make sure that we built a system that funneled people right through in a very clean, concise manner, hit upon all the hot topics of who we are as a company, who we are as a team, the opportunity, the products, why hemp is so big. And so what we've done here, you probably can't see this, but this was sketches, this was designs, this was a working process. We went through a lot of different drafts, and we wanted to make sure that everything we did and everything that we created was the very best that we could do. So what I want to do before I share with you some slides is I want to introduce you to the dashboard of the back office for your marketing system. I want to take you to some of the websites, and I want to share with you a lot of different features that you're going to have access to with this new marketing system. So the new marketing system is myrainmakersystem.com. And when you first log in, this is going to be your dashboard. It's not going to be too complicated. At the very top there, you'll see your tabs. You've got your dashboard, you've got getting started, you've got your sites, prospects. But before I share all that with you, let me just take you through a little tour of the tour site, some of the lead capture pages we've created, just to share with you guys. Yeah! A little bit more.
Woo! What was the website again? MyRainmaker what?
MyRainmakersystem.com.
Yeah, we're from Philly. We're from Philly.
Sign them up.
If you ever come visit, we'll run up those steps and take a little video.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm not fully get on all of it up. I have to tell him
So he'll be wearing a Shaun White hoodie.